You gotta love water. It's most of our planet, it's most of our bodies, 2/3 water. And I really realized the importance of water when I did my pilot's license. Because one of the things they say is like, make sure you stay hydrated because dehydration causes fatigue. And of course, you know, when you're in control of a plane, you don't want to be fatigued. So this one time on a long cross-country flight when I just got my license, I drank a lot of water. But in a single engine, 6-seater aeroplane, there is no toilet. So I had to find a jar. And I was busting, you know, I thought, am I going to make it? No, I still had an hour till I was landing. So, you know, I peed into the jar. I had to stop midstream, grab another jar. So there's also maintaining your hydration so that you don't get caught in that sort of situation. It's amazing. Our body is 2/3 water. And in other parts of our body, like our brain and our heart, it's even 3/4 water. So water is absolutely important. So what does it do? Well, you know, obviously quenches the thirst, but a lot more than that. It cushions our joints, it lubricates our body, it helps with digestion, it cleanses, it regulates our temperature, and it gives us energy. So how much do we drink? Well, there is an app for that. It can help you throughout the day, but better than an app is just trusting your own body. It's got everything. So the first sign would be thirst. Feeling a bit thirsty? Have a drink. Now sometimes people feel thirsty and they eat, but that's all right if you're eating fruit or vegetables, watermelon. Listen to your thirst. Don't need an app. So you ignore your thirst. So what do you do next? Well, you go for a pee, and if your pee's really dark, well, then you've got to do something about it. You're obviously a little bit dehydrated and you need to drink some water. Now, if your pee is light colored, that doesn't necessarily hydrate it either because you may have just had a diuretic. But for the most part, dark pee, drink some water. If it's light, that's good. You're keeping hydrated. Now, if you ignore that, get on to the next part, fatigue. You get tired. And at a time of day that you shouldn't be tired. It could be because you're thirsty. It could be because you haven't slept a lot the night before. But a lot of the time, it's thirst. So start with a drink of water. That's another indicator. Then it could lead to headache. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean the headache's caused by the water, but a lot of the time, hydrate and get rid of the headache. Now, if we want to ignore that and we still want to use an app on a phone, seems a bit ridiculous, but you might be sleeping badly. Now, if you sleep badly at night, dehydration, maybe drink some. You wake up in the morning, your hands are really dry. So what do? You put some cream on your hands, which gets away the symptom, but it'd be because you're dry. You need hydration, dry skin, and then if you let that chronically go, then wrinkled skin and it gets worse. But there's another indicator to drink. Don't put cream on your hands. Deal with that discomfort of your hands being dry, so it makes you keep drinking. So this is another indicator. There's so many indicators. Now, if you choose to ignore all that, well, then you probably end up in hospital. There's so many problems in hospital that are caused from a chronic dehydration. They say up to 60%. You know, if your blood is thick and your blood pressure is high, perhaps you're just not drinking enough water. You've got to keep hydrated. The idea is to respond, not react. Don't wait till you're thirsty to drink. Just drink regularly throughout the day. Now, this is the part I'm going to save you money. Just drink water to hydrate. It is the best thing. As clean as you can get it. I drink rainwater. Pure, clean rainwater when I can. If I can't and I'm feeling dehydrated, I drink tap water. It doesn't matter. I get whatever I can. Now, the other ways of hydrating, coconut water if you want to go to that extreme. Bone broths are great. Green juices I hear are good, or just eating fresh fruit and vegetables. Broccoli's got so much water in it. I know, maybe you don't like the taste of broccoli, but boy, hydration plus all those nutrients. Now, can you overdose on water? Well, if you go to the bottom of a lake and drown, maybe that's an overdose. Not really, because that's more a lack of oxygen more than hydration. There are stories. I heard of these two guys going on the Kokoda Trail in New Guinea. This is a really hot, humid walk. They decided to really power ahead. They were just drinking lots and lots of water. Their electrolytes were pushed beyond safe limits. So they were basically just diluting the electrolytes out of their body. Now this is so rare, you don't have to worry about it. If you're really, really worried about it, when you drink your water, have a little bit of salt. Just have it on your tongue and drink the water. That gives you the electrolytes. It's so unlikely. It's only for ultra marathon athletes and rare cases like that. So you don't have to worry about hyperhydration. But what you have to be careful of is your diuretics. Now diuretics aren't bad. I love my coffee in the morning, but I always follow it with a water. If I drink alcohol, I follow it with water. Drinking dairy is a diuretic, so just follow it with some water. Sugar fruit drinks and juices are bad. Even like a really good orange juice, it's good to have every once in a while, but it's still a diuretic because of all the sugar in it. So just have a glass of water with your orange juice. And it's best just to avoid buying sugar drinks. So this is where I'm saving you money. Just drink water. You get it? It seems obvious, but how come hospitals are filled with people with chronic dehydration problems? 60%, as the statistic says. Now, people recommend you should drink slowly, not gulp it down. It's one of the bad habits I have because I eat quickly and I know I should slow that down. I know I should drink slowly. But I start every morning with the Japanese method. I have at least 2 of these glasses as soon as I get up. Well, after I pee, I have 2. And at least half an hour before I eat. Oh, and it feels fantastic. It just cleanses the body. 500 ml to a litre of water. It's good. Do it. Just try it. This is all about, forget about the science. Forget about what everyone tells you. Just try it and you'll notice the difference. Then throughout the day, I have my water bottle close to me. Always sipping away at it. As I said, respond, don't react. Drink before you get thirsty. But if you get thirsty, then yeah, drink a little bit more. We're not going to last long if we let ourselves dehydrate over days. So that's why water and drinking water is so important. I can't stress it enough. Just be conscious of it. Respond, don't react. Till next time, keep the spirit.